Hi Taurus. This is a message for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you could be a cross watcher, and this message could be for you. So, what I'm seeing, we've got the medallion here as the first archetype card, and the medallion represents like an heirloom or something that's passed on. Either way, it carries an energetic mark, so it'll influence that which it's around. For instance, it could be that what I'm seeing here is that it could be like a home or a place. It could be a person, but whatever it is, I'm showing that it was causing you a lot of anguish, mental conflict, a separation from you, from yourself, from your true self. It's something that was causing heartbreak or reminded you of heartbreak. It could also represent something that was passed on to you. So, like a pattern of lack, a pattern of being a victim, that type of energy. But what I'm showing is that you got sick of it. It's like you came to the end, like the end of your rope. You're like, I'm done with this. And I'm showing that you walked away from it. Whatever this was for you. It could have been a person too. If it was a relationship, like it was a relationship that caused a lot of pain, maybe you were able to forgive, but the memories of the conflict were still there. And it was like you couldn't move on from that icky feeling of like knowing that these things happened with that person. And so I'm showing that you put down the burdens, like you put it down and you walked away. And we've got the card of Saraswati. This is the card from, this is from the Yogic Path Oracle. Sorry, I was about to knock my stuff over. Yogic Path Oracle. And what this card indicates is that you became open to creativity. You started working on something creative, building something. This could indicate like a new job, a new creation, a new relationship. With this Three of Pentacles, you could have began building something with new friends, or you could have just been working on something that you're the only one doing, but it's something that will benefit many. And I'm showing that this thing, this relationship, whatever it is that you're working on, is actually going to bring you abundance, the Wheel of Fortune, as you... I had to turn off that fan. But it's going to bring you abundance, and abundance is different for different people, but this is like the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, bringing you what you were hoping for. But what I'm showing is that right now you're not seeing the results that you're wishing and hoping for. You're not seeing them just yet. And I'm showing that you've been working really hard at this, putting a lot of effort into whatever it was that you chose to do. With the Page of Wands, it's like you jumped right into it, and you've got the Nine of Cups, see, right next to it, and it's like the same, doing the same posture, like jumping into what you wished for or what you believed would bring you this Ten of Cups. But right now this Ten of Cups is reversed, and I'm not saying that it's bringing you sadness or of any sort, but like a kind of like a blah feeling. You are wore out, because what I'm showing is that with this medallion, back to this medallion, it's like you were stuck in a situation where you felt like you were getting the scrappings. So like relationships that didn't give back what you put in, jobs that didn't give back what you put in, and it's from like a younger childhood belief that you have to try so hard to be able to get anything that you want. And so what you've done is you've jumped into this thing that you love, this person, this relationship that you love, this job that you love, whatever it is, but you've jumped into it with that, still with that energetic mindset of, I've got to work really hard at it or else I can't have it. And so you're wore out, you're empty. With this Niyamas card, this is indicating that you need to rest, recover, go within to gain back your strength and illumination. Sorry, that coffee pot's loud. But anyway, because I'm showing this is, it's coming up as the Tower. It might not be so extreme. It doesn't look that extreme, but it could be. I've got the other cards that I've got. We've got the Two of Cups, which could indicate that this is a relationship you started, but also this is indicating like a balance, like finding, it's like the Two of Cups comes after the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is indicating finding, like having love for yourself. So what I'm showing is that when you walked away from whatever it was that you felt like wasn't giving back, wasn't on your true like soul path, it's like you find your soulmate. Okay, and like I said, this could be just something that you love. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but it could be a relationship. There's a lot of passion for it. With this Page of Inspiration, this is a lot of creativity. It's like a student in creativity, something new. But what I'm finding is that because you jumped into it with the same mindset, you've now got, like, it feels almost like a burden. Because we've got the Devil here. Okay, the Devil is about bondage. And I don't know if you noticed, but see how this girl, she's wearing this orange dress in this like desert type field, and the Devil has these two, see how these two in the background, they're like the lovers. Okay, the Devil is like the flip side of the Lovers card, but like they're both wearing that same orange dress. So it's like you've become bonded to the thing that you wanted, loved so much, like you feel stuck, and you might be creatively stuck, like you're not receiving the inspiration and you're just trying to grasp at it, but it's like it's not coming. And or like the relationship you've jumped into suddenly feels like a burden. And what I'm showing is that it's because you've gone into it with this old mindset still, and of having to push yourself so hard, work so hard, give so much. Okay? So the next card we've got, like the ocean. So this is how you like jumped into it, okay? Okay, the rest of this reading is basically showing me what you need to do, what you're going to do. The overall message I got is from the Starseed Oracle. It says, water your garden. And it says nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. So you need a lot of rest. You need to go within. And that's where you're going to find your illumination, is basically to stop trying. Stop trying so hard. Let it come to you. And in the Starseed Oracle guidebook here, I'm going to read this short message. It says, Earth is a seasonal planet, and as such, you're a seasonal being, cyclic. You can't be on and in full bloom month after month. Day after day, you're strongly being called to put on the brakes, rest, and refuel. To take a moment to restock and replenish, slow right down. Your body is the only body you're given, and it needs to be respected as such. You're being called to take responsibility for your well-being and to put your health and your body first. I know it can feel like time is running out, as if things are urgent that simply can't wait. However, if you keep pushing on, soon fatigue will set in. This way of living isn't sustainable. If you continue to race through life, eventually they will reach exhaustion, and it will take longer to recover than it would have done to rest. Immune system disorders and mystery illnesses are becoming more common because we're putting too much pressure on our bodies to keep up with the instantaneous pace of modern life. How are you being called to put on the brakes, to rest, restore, rejuvenate? When was the last time you took a holiday or even had a full weekend, day, or afternoon off? Look after your precious body and mind. Give yourself time to recover. When you find yourself running on reserves, there is enough time. Life will bend towards you when you do. So that illumination, creativity, spark, the relationship spark, all of that I'm showing will come flowing in when you take care of yourself, when you rest yourself, when you realize you don't have to keep pushing. And I'm showing that this is you taking that dive, that deep dive into yourself and realizing that, into your subconscious. And what you find, there's so much that you find. So let me go here. So this is that conflict you're having. You're having all this conflict, and I'm seeing it mainly with yourself. But if you started a relationship, you may be having a conflict in a relationship, and you're realizing that you need to put down these burdens. Stop trying so hard. Stop pushing so hard. Stop, like if it's a person, stop trying to get their attention and messaging and doing things for them. If it's something you're working on, stop trying to be creative, letting yourself take a break, rest so that it can flow in through you. And you're realizing you're having this illumination. This fog is clearing up, okay? And it's like when you have this illumination, you realize we've got the Six of Emotions reversed, clarified with the Six Cups reversed, which is both the same card, just two different decks, okay? But this is realizing that this is something that was patterned into you. Like you learned this growing up, you inherited these beliefs from your parents, it was taught. And this Hanged Muse represents you having this realization, like you seeing this different perspective and realizing that what you're wishing for with the star is not something that you can get with that old way of thinking. It's like this new perspective, this new way of thinking is how you're going to get that. And what you are wishing for with this Page of Cups is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is like health, happiness, abundance, and material stability. This is stability in the material world, so you'll have the relationships that are healthy for you, the money to sustain you, and so that you can live the life that you've been dreaming of. This is having it all. And so this idea, project thing, whatever it is that you're working on, relationship, I'm showing, will bring that to you. But you have to nurture yourself for the universe to nurture you, if that makes sense. And I am showing, this is the other cards that I got, but this is showing that you having this realization. The desert is like that emptiness. Realizing that you are running yourself on empty. How you've been lying to yourself with the Seven of Swords reversed. And this is you walking out of that desert with the Eight of Cups. You're no longer going to stay there. You're not going to stay there in that desert, letting yourself become depleted like that. And here again, this is you with that new relationship, new idea, new career, new project, working on it, but being bored, not fulfilled, feeling unbalanced. But the reason why you're unbalanced is because of not having that inner peace, inner restoration, because you haven't allowed yourself to have it. But I am showing that you are taking the time to find that. This card is the Queen of Swords. This is like you finding that clarity and cutting out things that you need to cut out of your life, but just taking a break. Like you can see that's what she's doing. She's just sitting there in the wind, like finding the clarity, being illuminated, and finding this inner peace. And with that inner peace, I'm showing that inspiration, the creativity, the relationship spark is coming back to you with this Eight of Cups reversed. This could indicate someone coming back to you. It could have been someone that you were married to. But the Hierophant is actually your card. And the Hierophant is like, you know your path in this card. You know the path that you're taking. This is like almost like you finding some structure in what you're doing. So like if you've been pushing and pushing and pushing and never taking that day off or the time off every day to come to yourself, this is like structuring it into your life. And when you start doing that, I'm showing like really fast movement. This is movement forward. If this was a relationship where, say, you were giving a lot, it's like when you take a step back, take time for yourself, then all of a sudden you get messages coming in, things coming in for you, opportunities coming in for you, all of that coming in for you because you took time for you. So that is the message that I have for you right now, Taurus. If you like this message, I really appreciate any likes, subscribes, and shares. And if you want a personal message, there's an email address down below. You can message me, as well as if you wish to donate and support the channel, or there's other information down below as well. So I will see you next time. Thank you.